the policeman has just showed up over here at the Angelina County and City's Health District. Good morning, officer. How you doing?
Doing well. Are you the one that called us?
Yes, sir, I am.
Okay, what's the issue here?
My issue is I have a blood clot in my lung, and I'm supposed to, I'm live videoing this. I'm sure it don't bother you.
No,
but
I'm live videoing it.
Yeah, hey, we're equal there.
Yep.
But I got a blood clot in my lungs, and about 4 years ago, I was given a criminal trespass warning for this location. This is a public health district. It's funded by public funds. The county gives about $750,000 a year to this place, and I don't think it's fair that I'm not able to get health care here. I need my blood tested for the thickness and thinness of it to keep that blood clot from being busted loose.
Can't do that.
How you doing, sir?
All right. So what I'd like for y'all to do is ask the administrator here, whose name is Sharon Shaw, why I can't have health care here. I mean, that's...
You haven't emailed her?
No, they blocked me from emailing her too. Okay. I told the attorney, Jimmy Cassels, it's the attorney for the health district.
Do you have your ID on you by chance?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay.
Let me set my sign out. Down. You mind if I reach in my back pocket, officer?
Go for it.
Have you been here before?
Oh yeah, I was going here before, and why I'm banned from going here has to do with the fact I come out here and protest. And the reason why I was protesting is they collected about $70,000 in fines for people's sewer, and they don't have the right to do that. And when I brought that to the public's attention,
The health district collected fines?
Yeah, but from people that have sewer problems, you know, like out in the county.
Right.
Well, they would go out and tell them they got to get a new aerobic system in, which costs about $7,000, and then would give them a ticket and then expect them to pay that ticket too. Well, the correct procedure is you have, if they give a ticket out there, they can give a ticket, but it's supposed to go to the JP's office, and the JP's supposed to determine. I mean, it's kind of like if you pulled me over, gave me a ticket, and said I got to pay you the money, and that's essentially what they did. And they quit that practice after I brought it all to attention. I tried to get Art Beers, the district attorney, to file charges against him, but sometimes it's hard to get public officials in trouble. I just want you to think a little bit about this. Y'all allowed the government to get away, and I know this ain't your deal, and I'm not trying to put all the responsibility on you, sir. Right. But if you allow a public entity to decide we don't want this person going here and having public services, where are they going to go with it next? Could they start using that to discriminate against gay people? Or maybe Sharon Shaw hates policemen, and maybe one day you ain't a policeman no more and you're out of health care, and she says, well, I don't like you. You was a policeman. You came over here today. David Stua was protesting. Yeah, sure, but and it'd be just like, well, if I have a fire at my house and I call them and they say, I don't like you, I've been protesting. You've been protesting. See, it's inherently unfair. This is not a private residence. This is a public entity. It's paid for by tax dollars. If I had done anything criminal wrong here, believe me, that with all them cameras around here, they would recorded it and reported it to you, and you would have done had a hold of me already.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. I have an investigative reporter page called East Texas Reporter. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Mm-hmm. This morning, it's a shame that I have to go through all this to be able to get health care.
David Stua. I'm giving you a criminal trespass warning for the law library at the courthouse.
Yes.
215 Lufkin Avenue. I need your signature right here.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thanks, sir. Give me your copy.
Yes, sir.
Thanks,
Thank you
sir.
very much. I
Yes,
appreciate
sir.
you, sir. Angelina College Library. I had the police called on me because I said a certain word in here. I'm out here at the Angelina County Library. The police has been called on me because I said a word out here in the library. I was talking to another person that works at the library when one of the ladies that work here at the library got mad at me for saying this word, and she called the fofo on me. She said something to me, and I got on to her pretty good, and I went over and sat down at my chair. She's been bothering me for quite a while here. She's did several things, and I'm going to tell y'all what they are. I come up here to this library and work on a certain station on a regular basis, and I was sitting up here one day, and the telephone rang. This is about 6 weeks ago, and I thought I had it on silent, and when it rang, I picked up and answered it and started talking. It was a certain county official, and I didn't realize I was in the library at the time. I had a little momentary, don't know where the heck I'm at routine thing here. You know, I'm 55. My father died of Alzheimer's at the age of 58. He was so bad off he didn't even know his own name, nothing. Absolutely nothing. He didn't even know how to tell anybody when he wanted to use the bathroom. He was just conscious, but didn't know anything. Total vegetable. But maybe I'm heading that way. I don't know. But so I made a little mistake. I'm a 55-year-old man. I answered the telephone, and there's actually other people who do that out here too. I'm not the only one. And people talk on their cell phones in the library. They're inconsistent about their policy whether you can talk in the library or you can't talk in the library. Until Friday afternoon when I'm sitting here and I say the word circumcision in a college library and get the cops up called on me. Now, am I scared of the cops? No, I get along with most of them real well. Not all the times does that work out, but nevertheless, it's ridiculous that in America somebody can call the cops on you for saying the word circumcision. I don't know if we're living in a different world than what I see on the TV. I'm starting to think that the TV or even some things I see on the internet are imaginary, because Antifa people can go to certain people's house and be outside chanting at their house and saying, "We know where you live." If I did that here in Angelina County, I'd be in jail. In fact, if any of you went out there and protested at somebody's house in the city, that's a public official, your butt would probably be in jail, period. No way out of that one. And so I don't violate the law, but you can get arrested and not being violating the law. Now, are all cops bad? No, I didn't say that. There's just certain ones of them there are. Just like there's certain government officials that's no good. We got some really good government officials here in Angelina County, but not all of them are good. So, and about 10 minutes later, roughly, I'm taking a guess, here's a cop behind me. Well, the cop, I can't think of his name right now. He's a really nice man. He works up here at the college, and we had like about a 30-minute conversation. And here's things that I've got issues about this whole situation. First off, this is college. I can say anything I want, okay? Now, I use some discretion about anything I want. I'm not going to stand up here and say blatantly vulgar words in front of people, maybe only to people I'm talking to that I feel like it's okay. I may do that, and I guarantee you the F word around here is used multiple times on a college campus every day. Probably about every fifth word that half of these people up here says involves the F word. Maybe not that much, maybe more. I don't know. I don't listen to them. I'm up here to do stuff that I've got to do. I like to use the library because they've got a good fast internet connection. They got really good computers. If one goes down, I can just jump to another one and keep doing my work. So that's why I come up here to use it. And so after the cop come, as I was telling you, I can't remember his name. He got to talk to me. He said, "Well, just try to avoid her. Just try to stay away from her." He says, "We had a call about her, you talking about circumcision up here." And, that policeman, as nice as he was, he started talking about trespassing. And I have an issue with that. I'm not mad at him, and he didn't do anything wrong. I ain't saying that. But the thing is, you can't issue trespass warnings for people at public places, okay? This Angelina College is paid for by public money. It's a service facility. You do not have to be a student to come out here. You do not have to be a student to use the library or the computers or the check out books, any of that, okay? So you can't start telling me we're going to bar you from going to the library, okay? So I kind of raised the issue with it about this. I'm trying to fight for your rights, my rights, and everywhere else. I want y'all to know a certain man down in Huntington got a criminal trespass warning for the city hall to ban him from going to public meetings down there. But because allegedly he said a four-letter word that's not pretty, during the meeting, and supposedly he was just outside the door of the meeting when he said that, okay? And they originally sent him a trespass warning, and then they decided, after I talked to them, not to do that. Okay, the government has gone crazy with these desires to think that they can bar people from public facilities. What's happened to me with Judge Souter is just a tip of the iceberg, okay? And that's why I publicized it so much, so y'all can understand you can go to public places and people can't bar you from going to it, okay? I've been barred from going to the health district for years. They had a little change of heart the other day and decided they were going to treat me, so for right now, I'm not going to have an issue with them. I might have a little later on, so I'll update you. If she comes into this library, I'll be here. All right. I ain't good at all right now. I'm out here at the Angelina College Library, and about last week or so, I said a dirty word at the college library. I said the word circumcision. Well, this little old lady works up there at the front. She overheard me saying that, and she just right politely called the popo on me. Now, you know what? I think it's pretty stupid to call the popo on somebody for saying circumcision at the library. Now, let me show you what I am going to do about getting the cops called on me for saying the word circumcision in a public library. Seems like me and libraries don't get along too well, but anyway, here we go. This is my little old plan. Now, see if I can turn this around and get this in here. I'm going to put this around, and I'm going to turn, and hopefully you can see what it says on my back. Can y'all see what it says on my back? I've got that taped to the back of my shirt, and I'm fixing to go out there in yonder library. I'm gonna mosey out there, sit down for a spell, and just see what's happening, okay? I think I'm gonna leave the Facebook Live video going for a little while, see if anything happens there that might be worthy of knowing. You know, I am for circumcision, you know. But anyway, you know, just one of them things, so I'm taking my position for circumcision out here at the Angelina College Library. I'm going to see if I get pulled over again at my computer for taking my position, okay? Thank you for lending me this paper. It worked out just fine.